What is up? Welcome to Driftin into Freedom. So today we are going to do a Q&A. I know this was one of the biggest requested videos, so let's get started. Hi VD. So VD Rayton 9050 asks, what is the must thing you want to do before you are not body able to do? Well, the number one thing that I want to do is travel all across, not only just the US, but I also want to travel overseas. That is like my one thing I want to do before I'm not able to do anything. And if you don't know, I am a bit of a risk taker. I am the type of person, I like to do skydiving, that crazy type of stuff. So one of the things on my list is to go skydiving in Dubai. Yeah, I want to go skydiving in Dubai and I cannot wait to do it. So I hope this answers your question. So Stephanie 7224, hi Stephanie. She's asking me, am I still an Eagles fan? Wait a minute. I am an Eagles fan forever. I have the Eagles and Phillies running through my blood. Once an Eagle fan, always an Eagles fan, okay? Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles, woo! You kind of get the message. All right, guys, so I have TT, she. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the names wrong. I apologize. But hi, TT. So TT wants to know, are you still working remote? And if so, how are you juggling car life and your remote life? So if you don't know, my job is completely fully remote. I do go into the office mostly because there's like a handful of people that are there. So this is great because, I don't have anybody bothering me. So I can go over to my little cubicle and work. Plus, I'm able to stay cool because, I don't have to work in my car. So typically throughout the week, I am car camping, literally in my car. And then if I need a little break, I do some tent camping. So that kind of helps me to stay balanced, so that I'm not overwhelmed by the heat and so on and so forth. So I hope that answers your question. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so Tammy Clark 8882 wants to know, what does my love life look like? Well, I can tell you one thing, basically non-existent. So newly awkward patriot 5446 wants to know, how is the job going? And are you going to try some more Airbnbs, interesting places to give yourself some breaks from this heat? So starting with the first one. So how's the job? So my job is going really good. It's just like anything in the beginning, it's still a learning curve. Anytime you start something new, it's like learning to walk all over again. So everything is going really good. I've been at my company now it's going to be 9 years in September. So wow. It's been a journey, but the company I work for, they're really cool. They are all about work-life balance, which is awesome. I don't know if I told you this before, but we actually had to go into the office once a month. But as of June the 6th, we are completely remote, which is awesome. So now I can fully travel. So now it's just the idea of me, taking a leap of faith and just going out there, pushing myself out there. But I am planning some road trips in the background. So you will see Beyond Comfort Travel. Hi, Beyond. So she asked the question, I noticed that your videos only show you cooking when you're camping. So when you're not camping, I assume you eat mostly out. So how do you manage to save money while eating out every day? And that's actually a really good question. So throughout the course of the week, I do tend to go out to eat a lot. One of the ways that I'm able to really focus on savings is rewards. I cannot stress how wonderful rewards are. One of the places that I eat at every single day is called Kava. If you don't know what Kava is, so basically they serve Mediterranean salads and foods and stuff like that. So I stack up on those rewards, and I just recently downloaded the Dunkin' Donuts app because apparently I can't stay out of Dunkin' Donuts. So when it comes down to saving, as I continue to, eat at these places, those rewards build up. It's really cool because every time you're spending money, your rewards are building up. And my rewards build up to the point where sometimes I literally get to eat for free. So it's actually really cool. And I also budget myself throughout the week. So if my goal is $100 a week, I usually try to stick within that range. Sometimes I may go over, but I try not to make it a big deal. Like, Tiffany, you just went over like $5. You need to slow down, girl. Beyond also wants to know if you have any plans to travel full time and live on the road at some point. So obviously that is my end goal, is to travel full time. I want to do it so bad, especially since I have this remote position. But I am in the process of trying to plan something for possibly my vacation coming up in October. So we might be going on a road trip, and I can't wait because I'm so excited and I really want to go to this place. But yes, at the end of the day, I do want to travel full time. Beyond also wants to know, do you have a plan in place to make more homemade meals instead of eating out? Oh, definitely. I love to cook. It's so funny. I don't know if I've ever told you guys, but at some point I used to be on keto, and a lot of the foods that I used to make were straight from scratch. I'm talking about blueberry muffins, bread, and all of those types of things. And I really enjoy cooking. And so at some point, I would love to start making more home cooked meals. I think it's fun. I love it. That's another reason why I want to get a bigger vehicle, so that I can have some type of refrigerator where I can actually cook on the road, because the space that I have in this car right now is so tight. Like, it's like you move, it's like I just feel like this all day long. So I don't have a lot of space to put things. So at some point, that's why I said I do want to get another vehicle, but at some point. Y'all are asking some amazing questions, by the way. So, Miss Rice Lifestyle. Hi, Miss Rice. She wants to know, what is my favorite and least favorite thing about car life? So, one of my favorite things about car life is the fact that I don't have to pay rent. That was at one point my biggest ticket item. And so the fact that I don't have to pay out that extra money has been amazing, because at this point I can reinvest that money versus me paying rent to someone making them rich. So I would say definitely not having to pay rent. And to answer the second question, what is my least favorite thing about car life? The space. In the beginning, when I first started my journey, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to last, because, when you're in such a tight space, it can be very frustrating, especially in the summertime, because you're constantly moving around, and it's just like, there's some times where I have to take a break in between me moving around, or keeping the car on so I can stay cool, so I won't, get frustrated. So, I have my moments. Car life isn't 100%, it's, sometimes I get frustrated, But to be honest, I definitely love the fact that it allows me to be able to live my life the way I want to. You know, the cool thing about this lifestyle, and in my situation, if I want to go to California tomorrow and, you know, work at the beach and just relax, and or go to Washington, whatever the case may be, you know, car life allows me to be able to do that and not be stuck to, you know, a landlord. Miss Rice also wants to know, how long do you plan on doing this lifestyle? So it's hard to say how long I'm going to do this lifestyle, but to be honest, this lifestyle is definitely long-term for me, especially since it gives me so much flexibility, and it allows me, like I said, you know, to reinvest that extra money into my 401k, building up an investment portfolio, and really just being able to live my best life. You know, like I said, one of the things that I hated about, you know, my old lifestyle was the fact that by the time I paid my rent, by the time I paid all my bills, I was lucky if I had $40 in the bank, you know, and a lot of times I had to call my mom and dad and borrow money. And the thing is, you know, I have a really good job, but at the time, you know, I had debt. You know, at the time I had all of these other responsibilities. And at the end of the day, you can have a really good job and make decent income and still end up living paycheck to paycheck, especially in this day and age. You know, it's like you get a raise, and the sooner you get a raise, you know, toilet paper, gas, rent, and everything else over here has gone up. So it's like your raise, you got that raise, but now you're paying out more money just to survive. So that's why I said, for me, this lifestyle is more on a long-term basis, because I don't want to go back to pension pennies. I don't want to go back to living paycheck to paycheck. You know, I feel like I have everything that I need, and I'm much more happier. And at the end of the day, you know, that's what it matters. So I'm definitely going to stick with this lifestyle on a long-term basis. So.